Everyone thinks owning a Bugatti is the ultimate dream, but last month, one Bugatti owner exposed something that shook the entire supercar world. A man named Alex called out Bugatti publicly, claiming something about his multi-million-dollar hypercar that no one saw coming. And the craziest part? This controversy is now forcing people to rethink what it really means to own a seven-figure car. Today, we're breaking down the full story. The missing parts, the accusations, the twist Bugatti didn't expect, and the truth the car world completely missed. And trust me, the ending will change how you look at hypercars forever. Meet Alex, a hardcore car guy who finally did the impossible. He bought his dream car, a Bugatti worth more than an entire neighborhood. But almost instantly, the dream turned into a nightmare. Because when Alex went to replace a part, a small, supposedly simple part, he discovered something shocking. It didn't exist. Not on the official parts catalog, not at the dealership, not even in Bugatti's internal system. Now let me ask you, if you bought a multi-million-dollar hypercar and the brand said a part didn't exist, what would you do? So Alex did what every frustrated owner in 2025 does. He posted about it. And the internet exploded. Comments like, how can a $3 million car not have parts? Is Bugatti hiding something? Is this the true cost of hypercar ownership? His video went viral because it hit a nerve. People already know Bugatti parts are insanely expensive, but unavailable? That's a whole different story. But here's where the controversy gets messy. Instead of admitting fault, Bugatti pushed back. They said the part did exist, but only through a specific authorized channel. They said Alex misunderstood the process. They implied the issue wasn't the part, it was Alex. And that one statement triggered the car community hard. Because suddenly, this wasn't a story about parts. It was a story about ownership control, exclusivity, and whether hypercar brands are becoming too powerful. But the biggest twist? Alex wasn't wrong. When independent technicians started chiming in, they confirmed something that changed everything. Some hypercar parts aren't listed publicly. They're undocumented, custom fit, or restricted because brands don't want third-party shops touching their cars. In simple terms, even if you own the car, you don't fully own the right to fix it. And that is exactly what Alex unknowingly exposed. So now the question becomes, is this a Bugatti problem or an entire supercar industry problem? Finally, after days of pressure, the situation took an even wilder turn. Alex mentioned that if Bugatti wouldn't provide certain parts, especially the small, non-structural ones, owners would eventually start 3D printing replacements themselves. And that one comment, that was the spark that lit the gasoline. Because Mate Rimac, the CEO of Bugatti, jumped in. He didn't name Alex directly, but his message was loud and clear. 3D printed parts on a 300-mile-per-hour hypercar are a massive safety risk. But here's a twist nobody expected. Mate wasn't denying the missing part. He was defending Bugatti's control. And this is where the controversy flips upside down. Because when experts looked deeper, they realized Alex wasn't talking about structural pieces at all. He wasn't trying to 3D print a suspension arm, a turbo housing, or a carbon monocoque. He was talking about a tiny trim component, a piece that had nothing to do with the car's safety. And guess what? That part wasn't sold individually. It wasn't in the official catalog. It wasn't available unless Bugatti approved a full replacement module. In other words, Bugatti wasn't protecting safety. They were protecting their parts ecosystem. Alex's comment exposed something bigger. Hypercar brands don't just build the cars. They control the repairs, the parts, and even the owner. Think about it. If you paid millions for a car, should the brand decide what you can or can't replace? And that brings us to the real ending, the part nobody saw coming. In the days after the controversy, something shocking happened. Technicians finally tracked down the exact part Alex needed. And yes, it did exist, but it was buried inside a restricted assembly package that normal owners could never order alone. The public never sees these parts. Dealers don't list them, and Bugatti controls every single access point. So in the end, Alex wasn't wrong. Bugatti wasn't lying. But both sides expose something the hypercar world hates talking about. You don't buy a Bugatti. You rent access to a system Bugatti controls. That's the real controversy. Not the part, not the catalog, not even the 3D printing comment. It's the fact that owning a hypercar doesn't mean owning freedom. It means entering a world where the brand decides everything. If you want the real truth behind hypercars, not the marketing, not the Instagram fantasy, but the stuff owners are afraid to talk about, you're in the right place. Because next, I'm exposing the 5 biggest secrets hypercar brands hide from their customers. Make sure you subscribe. You do not want to miss this one.